This is another interesting one because this pops up a lot where guys are going to look for like love and romance at work, which is generally not a good idea, with one exception, which I'll explain in a moment. But he said, I'm a 27-year-old guy and I got reported at work for flirting, and I want to know where I screwed up. He goes, I'll admit it, I tried flirting with a woman at work. I know it's not usually the best idea, but bar game has gotten me nowhere. I've never had a girlfriend, so I don't know what I'm doing at all. Well, obviously, this guy is totally uncalibrated with chicks, and hitting on girls at work is the absolute wrong place to calibrate yourself. Anyway, I wasn't too raunchy or anything. I just would try to talk to her, and when she was on a break, and asked how she liked going back to school. I didn't touch her, invade her space. I never even said anything like, you're kind of pretty. I still got reported to by her to my manager and was told that I made her feel uncomfortable. I don't know what I did, but my manager did a shitty job of explaining it. He wanted more specific answers, obviously. But again, uncalibrated, right? A month later, what do you know? She talks to me again. It was completely casual, but I thought 99% of women don't even say hi to guys who creep them out. So what gives? I asked her what I did that was report worthy, and she just said, I think your manager explained it pretty well. As we both know, he didn't. So she didn't tell me what line I crossed, neither did the manager. Simply put, I want to know if you guys can find my blunder, because I can't, and nobody will give me a straight answer. The fact that she still speaks to me confuses me pretty much. My woman friends don't talk to guys who creep them out. So this is really what it boils down to. You've seen this meme before.
Yeah.
Know the work rules, guys. Know the work rules. If it's only appropriate if she's already keen on you, right? Know the work rules. I'm sending you some roses. Oh, you're sweet. This other dork over here goes, I'm sending you some roses. Hello, human resources. It's inappropriate when she's not keen on you. You understand the difference. Do not use your workplace as a place to practice game. If you're uncalibrated, do not do that. You're not a handsome guy. She's not already giving you some indicators of interest. Don't get involved. Don't get reported to HR. Very simple, guys. Calibrate yourself before you do stuff like this in the workplace. We've all done it. Yeah. We've all done it in the workplace, okay? It's like, it's going to happen. Just make sure you're calibrated so you don't get into trouble.
The lack of awareness here is not surprising, but still is at an all-time high. It's, again, if you're attractive, you can pull this off. If you're not, you can't. And then again, logic. Oh, I thought girls don't talk to girls they don't find attractive. It's like, dude, she might be talking to you because she thinks you're an axe murderer, and if she doesn't say hi to you, that you're gonna follow her to the bathroom and kill her. So I mean, more than likely, in a workplace, women can be polite and they'll say hi to you if they're passing you or walking around or something like that, just to keep the peace or just not make it weird. But just because a girl says hello to you does not mean that she's interested, especially if she already reported you to HR. Dude, what more sign do you need?
Yeah.
What more do you need other than do not talk to this woman? I'll take it a step further, man. I don't see any reason for men and women to even work together at anything. There's no reason for it. And especially, and I've been at corporate companies before. I worked W-2 jobs where we would have these lavish, off-sites and these Christmas parties, and everybody gets all hopped up, and the company supplies the alcohol. It's like they're begging for this stuff to happen. It's all because they're doing it too. That's why. Mm-hmm. It's because leadership is doing it too. They're like, oh, if we get all of our subordinates drunk, then Becky, the HR VP, can try to hook up with the VP of sales while no one is looking. It's just, and then they wonder, you put two people whose sole purpose on this earth is to procreate in the same room with alcohol. What do you think is going to happen? There's just no reason for men and women to work together.
With a hierarchy system too, because now you've got high-level guys that make more money that are higher status.
Yeah.
Top dogs, man. Top dogs in that room with the girls.
Yeah. It's there was a story. I should have saved it and pulled it up, but this guy was talking about, he's a PI, and some guy hired him. This guy was having problems with his wife, and he apparently needed to step up more because he thought that's what all you beta guys think is going to fix it. Oh, she's not giving me any bedroom fun, or she's not paying attention, or she's browbeating me. I just need to buy more flowers and be a better husband and get more chocolates and give her more. I should surprise her at work. Guess what? Pulls up to the parking lot. Guess who she's giving some skull to in the guy's car? Her fucking VP, her boss. And apparently that wasn't even the end of it. And she was being passed around the office.
I haven't heard skull in a while, man.
Yeah. And then he still went back to the guy and was like, what should I do? Should I try to forgive her and work past it? I don't mean to laugh because I know if that guy saw this, I'm not trying to make fun of this guy, but it's just, I'm laughing at the absurdity that this is how the majority of guys think, where they will literally witness something like this and they still think that they should try to save it or that they're the problem. It's just disgusting.
Flowers, dude.
Yeah. Clean the gutters, buy the flowers, figure out what her love languages are, et cetera, to the end of time.
Check this out. This is another one that I laughed my ass off at today. Check this out. Let's play this.
Best people don't come to this country, and I don't understand why. I'm standing in the middle of a city center with nobody else. Look at this place. It's completely empty. I'm in a random town in Romania. And look at this. Overnight, the businesses, they leave their tables and chairs outside, and nobody steals them. If you were in the US and you left your tables, and look, every business does it. If you left your tables and chairs outside without a massive chain on them, they would be stolen and then scrapped, and you would never see it again. There's no way this is a real thing. They have a McDonald's drive-through, but for your feet. You just walk up to this window and order McDonald's. You don't even need a car for that. And you won't believe this. Not only do they leave their tables and chairs out, they leave a piano outside. Look, this is a whole piano. There's no chains or nothing. That's worth like thousands of Romanian money. Why is no one taking that? Maybe it's my New York mindset, but someone would have stolen that the minute you left it there. I'm just going to say this. I think we need to start coming to Romania.
Okay, check this out.
Wow.
This is the funny part. Who do you know that lives in Romania? Simple explanation. There's no blacks in Romania. Dude's half black.
I mean, what is there to say? What else is there to say? We used to be a high trust society, man.
Yeah.
Until they open up the borders, and you have just. I mean, my goodness, I don't know what else to say to that. Yeah,
I got one more.
It's not like that anymore. I mean, dude, I come from a town where we would leave our door unlocked all day.
Oh yeah.
Like my parents would go to work and we would just leave the front door unlocked. We never have to worry about anybody, anything like that. Like we wouldn't have an alarm system. We wouldn't have a security system. I knew that any given time I could come home and the door would be unlocked.
So red flags in men.
Oh, this one popped off, man. Everybody got so mad about this, dude.
Everybody had
dudes.
to say. I mean, like I went out there and I said, "Hey, look, what did I miss? And what else would you add to the list?" So
yeah,
I put this is just a quick fling it out there, and if it sticks. Can't drive a manual. Very straightforward. You can't drive a manual. That's a red flag for sure. Constantly bragging about notches. I've always said that the guy that's obsessed with accumulating notches or the guy that can't get notches, you got to avoid them both. You got to avoid them both because they'll both throw you onto the bus at some point. Surround themselves with losers. Very straightforward. If you're going to surround yourself with bozos, then you're going to be a bozo. Can't handle rejection. Loses their shit if they get turned down. They don't get promoted. They ask a girl out. She doesn't. She doesn't respond favorably. Fat and does nothing to fix it. Goes on to Twitter and starts reading about hypothyroidism or whatever the hell that was called. Pronouns and rainbow flags in their bios. Broke does nothing to fix that. Very straightforward. Figure it out, man. Indulges in drama. Vegetarian. Vegetarian always pisses somebody off. Jabbed. People were in the comments going, "What do you mean by jab? Like, what's jabbed?" Can't fight. Can't manage his emotions. Anyway, so here's some of the feedback.
The jabbed one, everybody was giving you back on that.
Yeah. Can't handle stress. Subscribes to girls on OnlyFans. Definitely, I would put that in there. Biggest red flags, those who got vaccinated. Yeah. And I'll tell you why. It's because you're gullible. You're either gullible or you didn't have options. Either way, hopefully you learned your lesson. What's that popping up there? Yes to all but jabbed, probably because he's jabbed.
That one went crazy. Yeah.
Always thinks I can fix her. What does jab mean? Okay, you're not too smart. Can't perform basic woodsmanship skills like start a fire, fall a tree, tie basic knots, navigate with map and compass, source water, construct a shot. I mean, this is all stuff that I learned in Boy Scouts. Like I can still do this shit today. Like we went camping back in May. Like this is just whatever, set up a tent, gather wood, start a fire, cook food on a fire, like simple stuff like that, right? Acting unauthentic and weird towards homies when chicks are around. It's too long, man. This is for Twitter. I can't be writing.
It's like 2 or 3 words. Yeah,
I know. Doesn't ride moto. I guess motorcycle.
Yeah,
I agree. But what's jabbed? You're probably jabbed. That's why. Being a liberal. Wearing a mask. Yeah. Endorses Camilla. Doesn't know how to disassemble, clean, reassemble zero, and fire a weapon. Yeah, I mean, I can do that. Doesn't know how to field strip an AR. Sure, no problem. Man bun. Man bun.
there you go.
It showed up somewhere. Oh, here you go. This will always pop up. Makes a list of red flags in men. Takes the advice from women. Doesn't read the Bible. I mean, you can read the Bible all day long, but there's so many like cuck dudes out there that are all Bible bros, man.
Yeah, there's plenty of fiction out there. I don't know why you guys select the Bible. There's plenty of fiction. There's plenty of fiction books out there you can read.
Skips leg day. My dude, my legs. I've been doing the work, man. I've been doing the work on them. I still got bigger calves than most guys out there. I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here. And pin down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.